You know what, this video I'm doing now, it's the second time I'm shooting this video. I've actually shot this video, edited it only for me to upload it, and I got a copyright claim. My dear, I don't even know what that means because I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing. Do you understand? So I had to delete that video and start again from the beginning. But what can we do now? It is what it is now. We have to, the hustle have to continue. So that being said, hi, my name is Ogonor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time in this channel, please subscribe. All you have to do is just click on that red subscribe button and you subscribe. Okay, nothing, you are not charged anything. Just click and you subscribe. And also don't forget to click on your notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post a new video, because the show has started and your baby girl will be uploading back to back. Okay, so I'm here to just give you the gist on what happened during the launch show yesterday. If you don't already know, Bigbrother Season 6 is going to have like 2 launch dates, which will be happening on 24th and 25th, and the one of 24th already happened because as I'm shooting this video right now, this is 25th, so another one will be happening tonight. But I'm here to give you gist on the ones that happened yesterday, just things that stood out for me basically. Okay, so I'm going to start by some of the few things that Ebuka announced that is going to how the show will be happening this season. Okay, so the first thing he announced is there will not be SMS voting. First of all, let's start by introducing the sponsors of the show. Let's not be rude. Okay, the sponsor of the show this year is Abeg, with their associate sponsor Patricia. Okay, and they have like some other sponsors which you'll get to know as the show progresses. Some other sponsors like Mega Growth, I think this Commando energy drink, and some other ones. Okay, we will get to know because of course they'll be bringing like tax for the housemates to do. Okay, so we'll get to know as the show progresses. And another thing we announced is no more SMS voting, which is good for me and good for some of the voters. But those ones that were holding sims, if you know you were holding sims for last year, thinking that you're going to use it this year to vote for your whoever you're supporting, my dear, go and burn those sims, because this year no more SMS voting. The voting is free. All you have to do is just go to the mobile site. It's free, and you can also vote with your GoTV and DSTV app. So if you want to stand a chance of having to vote more for whoever you are supporting, you can now upgrade your subscription. The more you upgrade, the more chances you have of voting for whoever you are voting for. Another thing Ebuka said is wherever you are now, you can watch the show. Okay, so wherever you are, in any part of the country you are in the world, you can watch the show. You have to go, all you have to do is go to Showmax. I think they will be uploading the show. The show is a 24-hour show, so I think they will be uploading in Showmax. I don't know how they do that, but shall go to Showmax, you see it there. Okay, another thing is all those behind the scenes, not necessarily behind the scenes, but those clips that they don't show us, that we tend to have arguments about, like this happened or this or that. If you want to be sure, if you want to see those things that you think happened that you missed out on, go to Showmax and they will be uploading it there as well. Okay, so that's what Ebuka announced, and some other announcements. I can't remember everything. Okay, don't worry, if I remember, maybe in my next video I'll say it, but for now that's all. So after that, Ebuka took us inside the house to just show us around. Okay, first of all, he showed inside the diary room, and he was sitting on this colorful chair that was just sparkling. Okay, so he said you should just, from the chair, we can already tell how the house will be. And man, the house is so colorful and beautiful. So we can enter the house, showed us the kitchen area, the dining section, the lounge, went to the garden, and boy, what did we see? We saw washing machine there. And then because we should expect drama there, we should expect that lots of drama is going to be happening around that washing machine, which made me remember last season. Last season, I don't know if you watched last season, but one of the ex-housemates, that's Dorothy, in the diary room, asked Big Brother for a washing machine, which brother turned that down anyway. So maybe the plea changed Big Brother's mind, and Big Brother decided to provide washing machine for this year housemates. But I'm suspecting something. I don't think they will just be allowed to use that washing machine. I'm thinking Big Brother is up to something. Maybe he will be giving them like tax or something to do so that you'll be able to use it, or maybe just the head of house and his deputy. We don't know, but Ebuka said expect drama there. Another thing we noticed there is they now have like 2 beds in the garden. If you watched last year, when it was just like 1 bed, and man, a lot of things happened on that bed. So now it's 2, so it's like double the drama, right? And they also have like executive lounge. We don't know what it's for yet. We don't know what it's for yet, but Big Brother said we should watch out, so we are watching. And they also have like this game room, where a room that they just created just for board games, different types of games. So basically just for relaxing and chilling. So this year, double the fun. Let's just say they said it's going to be bigger and better. And then from what we've seen so far in the house, they are not lying. So that's that about the house. The house is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. We already know the house will be beautiful, and it's beautiful. Okay, now let's meet our housemates. Okay, let's meet our housemates. The first housemates that were introduced to Boma. Boma said he's a Yaba boy, born and raised in Lagos, but I think he has spent maybe he has spent some time abroad or something, because he said something about playing soccer in New York or something like that. Then because of his injury, he stopped, and now he started modeling, and he has modeled for a while now. So he's back. He's just basically trying to find his niche in the entertainment industry. So that's why he came back to Nigeria. So that's Boma. But one thing is sad, Boma, I don't know, on his page on Twitter, Instagram, he just posted, "Hi guys," and most of the Nigerian celebrities already like congratulating him. So I don't know if he's a celebrity or he's popular. I don't know, but that's that about Boma. He's a Yaba boy, so he's a Lagos boy, Lagos/Yankee boy. Okay, that's that about Boma, and some other things he said, but I can't remember. So the next housemate that we're introduced to, Saga. Okay, Saga is an engineer. He's a Yoruba boy. I can't remember the state. He's a Yoruba, but he's an engineer. So that's the thing that stood out for me. What is an engineer doing in Big Brother house, Big One? Which Ebuka asked him when he came on the stage, and he was like, "Oh yeah, well, that he's an engineer and he has worked in different oil companies. He has done that, but he likes to act, and he would like to explore that part of himself, which is why he's in the Big Brother house." So he's also an actor. Okay, then he went ahead to say that he relates to ladies more, which like causes a lot of trouble between him and his guys, but he does not mind, that he's okay with it. And he also likes to relate to younger ones because he sees himself as a kid at heart. Okay, and he likes to play and just relate with people. And so far, I think what he said is right, because so far he seems like this friendly, this jovial guy that likes, just life of the house. He likes to talk to everybody, or just hugging them. Hi, welcome, basically. So that's Saga, the friendly guy. So the next housemates that we met, I think, was Pere. Yes, Pere was the next housemate that we met. So Pere is a typical worry guy. Okay, he's a typical worry guy. He said he's a worry guy and all that. And one thing that stood out for me about Pere was he said Basbos is part of life. Basbos is part of life. Okay, that was what he said in his introduction video. And when he came on the stage, people was like, you've not even entered the house, they're already talking about Basbos. How fun? I was like, yes, now that it should be expected, that there should be Basbos. That Ebuka was like, so you're entering the house to go and fight, huh? I was like, no, not that he will just go and be fighting, but he's not here for kumbaya either. Okay, we like Pere, yes, we like Pere, because how would the house be without some Basbos here and there? Not every day, but just sometimes, just small Basbos here and there, spices up the house. Okay, then the next housemate that we're introduced to, Yusuf. His name is Yusuf, but he said he will go by the name Yusuf. Okay, and one thing that stood out with Yusuf is a biracial. His father is Nigerian. I don't exactly know the country that his mom is from, but his father is Nigerian. And Yusuf is a teacher. He said he teaches Introtech or something like that. So he's a teacher. Another thing that stood out for me was he said that he's doing soul searching or something like that. So Ebuka was like, so you're looking for a soulmate? He said, yeah, of course. Ebuka was, okay, so are we safe to say that you came to Big Brother house to find love? He said, why not? Why not, that he's open for anything. And Yusuf comes across like, this romantic guy, lover boy, because even on the internet people already say he came there to find this Krishna, because the guy is biracial, so he looks a bit like all these Indian people. So people already saying on the internet that he came there to find this Krishna and all that. Okay, so shippers. And the shipper in me, I was happy, at least somebody that admitted that he's there for a relationship, right? So the next housemate we met was a white worker. Hey, white worker, Igbo queen, my Igbo brother. So first of all, in his introduction, he already sounds so funny. Like, you know, these people that likes to make people laugh, he already sounds so funny. He was just introducing himself, saying all the just with Igbo, and the thing was hilarious. It was so funny. So when he came on the stage, because he even his entrance self and the way he came on the stage, people was, hey, okay, oh. So Ebuka asked him, what's up now, what are you into, what are you doing? He said he's a businessman, that he sells shoes. Hey. Ebuka was, okay, what is a businessman that sells shoes during the Big Brother house? He said no, that he's an entertainer, that he likes to make people laugh. He likes to, to see people happy, basically, that he just likes to make people laugh. So he's here to show people that side of himself. And Ebuka was like, okay, you said you are white worker, what does it stand for in Igbo? And it's like Egocha. So Ebuka was like, okay, so are you trying to tell us that you have money? He said no, in advance. All this, I'm just trying to say that the guy is funny. The guy is funny. He even went ahead to say that he does not plan on creating enemies, because water, no, they get enemy. You understand? So if you just find his trouble, he will just allow you to freestyle yourself, and he's there. He's going to relate to everybody as they come. Okay, so the vibe that you bring to him is what he's going to give back to you. So that was what White Walker, the funny Igbo guy from Enugu State. Okay, so the next housemate that was introduced, I guess, was I don't know, please, I cannot remember exactly how they entered, but let me just shall tell you about everybody. Okay, so the next housemate I'll be introducing, Nii. Is basically, he said he's from he's a Nigerian, but he bases in Cape Town. And one thing that stood out is the guy is very tall. Nii is very tall. I think he's like 6'6" feet or something. So he's very, very tall. Even when he was coming on stage, I was like, okay, how tall are you? He said 6'6". Wow, the guy is tall, and the guy is married. He's married with a kid. So we have a married man in the house, guys. We have a married. This is going to be Mike 2.0 or I did not say anything. Okay, so he's married, he has a child, he's a business guy, he's a businessman too. Okay, he just said that he came there just to basically have fun and just see what he can get from the show. Okay, so that was me. So the next housemate that we met goes by the name Yerin. I don't know his full name, but he said for this show that he'll be going with Yerins. Okay, Yerin is a medical doctor, but he said he likes to see himself as a guy, a guy that just knows a bit about everything, which he proved, by the way, because Ebuka asked him, okay, just tell us this, and the guy was just, I'm like, okay, we have a nerd in the house. And even so far, just watching him inside the house, the guy like knows a lot. Like, he has been here, he does that, he sings, he paints, he's just all-round guy, all this guy that knows everything. So I think it's safe to say we have a nerd in the house, right? At least to me, that's what he looks like, a nerd. So that's about Yerin. Yerin is an all-round guy, a guy that knows how to do everything, but he's professionally a medical doctor. Okay, but aside being a medical doctor, he also sings, he acts, he paints, and all that. So that's that about Yerin. So the next housemate that we met was J Paul. Yes, J Paul is a producer, I guess, also a TV host. Okay, but he also tends to know how to sing, because even later in the house he was performing and singing for them, and just trying to create a fun atmosphere or something like that. So that's that about J Paul. J Paul say he's there to show himself, show himself and show the world what he's able to do. He also said that he tends to come across as a womanizer, someone that, a playboy rather, someone that plays with women, but that's not how he is. That when he loves hard. Okay, but people just tend to see him as a playboy. So that's that about J Paul. So the next housemate we met, Emmanuel. I think Emmanuel, yes, the housemate. Emmanuel is from Akwa Ibom State. He's very tall and very handsome. So he said he's a model, okay, and he's the first Nigerian to win the Mr. Africa. Because when he came on stage, Ebuka was like, what does explain what does it mean? He said basically that he just he went and competed for Mr. Africa Kini with some other people from different African countries, and he just won it. So Ebuka was like, how did that come about? So he said after school, when he graduated from school, did I say what he so far he's the youngest, because the other guys that I'm introducing, they're like between late 20s and middle 30s. So far we've been having like matured guys, but Emmanuel is just 24 years. So far he's the youngest in the show that they introduced. So he said after school that he, instead of just sitting down and waiting for a job, to something to do, he just decided to go into modeling because he likes clothes, he likes to dress up, and you know, he looks the part. So he just went and he won, and that's it. So Ebuka said the guy looks very fine and just looks like someone that may enter a ship in the house. So Ebuka was like, okay, are you in a relationship? Emmanuel said no. Ebuka asked him, so are you open to? He said maybe, with a very, very cute smile. Okay, so that's that about Emmanuel. So the next housemates that we met was Sammy. Yes, we met Sammy. Sammy is a typical K-Town boy, that's Kaduna boy. He said he's still in school, he's in ABU Zaria, he's reading guidance and counseling. And with the way he said it, guidance and counseling, like he was, you know, guidance and counseling, because I was like, it seems like you don't like it. He said no, but the guy is very creative, because he said he has produced like lots of short clips that he has on YouTube and all that. So he's into video making, editing, and just these stuffs. So he's looking into entering entertainment, even as a guidance and counseling major in school. He's looking into entering entertainment. Okay, so basically that's why he's on the show. So after Sammy, we met Cross. His real name is Ikechukwu something. He's from Anambra State. Okay, but he said for this show that he's going to be going with Cross, and he just said a lot of things. I think Cross sees himself as a fine boy, just that. So he said he likes to see women fight for him. He likes to see women fight for him. So when he came on the stage, Ebuka was like, so what's your typical because he also said that he likes to club. Okay, he said he likes to club a lot. So Ebuka was like, what's your typical weekend like? He said his typical weekend is just like, you know, calling up the guys and where are we going to meet and club, you know, because so it's like from your Saturday to Sunday just club. He said no, from Thursday. So Ebuka was like, okay, so we should expect like a lot of fun in the party ground, like Saturday party ground. He said yeah, that we should expect a lot of fun. Basically that's where he's going to be bringing the dramas. Okay, so that's that about Cross. So I don't know, I think I've mentioned all of them. I think I've mentioned like the 11, because for this night, for today's launch show, we met only the guys. We did not meet the girls, just the guys were introduced and entered the house. So we met only the guys, and I think I've mentioned all of them. At least what stood out for me, I've mentioned it. But the main thing that stood out for me with these guys is most of them are really matured. Like I said earlier, most of them are between the age of late 20s to middle 30s. So they are quite matured. Okay, unlike the previous seasons, the guys that used to enter the house. So these guys are matured. Another thing is most of them already seem to have like a career path. Okay, like most of them were businessmen, most of them already had their own companies, real estate. So they already have like a career path. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they just still want to improve in what they are already doing, or maybe they're looking into entering another, I don't know, but that's just the main thing that stood out for me. Okay, so we did not meet the ladies this night. No, we did not meet the ladies, we met only the guys. And when they entered the house, my dear, the house was dry and boring, at least for now. So that's to show that girls make the show fun. Okay, and I'm sure somebody like Yusuf cannot even wait to meet the girls, and me myself, I cannot even wait to meet the girls as well. But we'll be meeting them today, later today, in the second launch show today, this night. Okay, so we'll be meeting them today, and hopefully when the girls enter the house, the drama will start proper, like real drama will start. So until then, I'll be ending my video here, and I'll see you in my next video. Please don't forget to like my video.